Hey man, say man, what's happening? Man, you done tuned into the first episode of Storytime Tattoo Session. And it's basically just you seeing me do a tattoo and I just tell y'all these wild, crazy ass stories. And on this episode, I'm basically just gonna talk about what the fuck I've been at for like the past 4 years and why I ain't putting nothing on this channel since the pandemic time. So, I mean, shit, let's talk about it, man. So, hey, let's talk about it. Where I've been at for the past 4 years. Why I ain't putting nothing on this channel. Why I just left this channel just stranded since the pandemic time. Well, like around the pandemic time was like a really fucked up time, right? But at the same time, the pandemic time was it was like a really good time, and then especially when a lockdown happened, and I mean, some of y'all might disagree, but some of y'all might disagree. But for some strange reason, that when the lockdown shit came on, that was like a really fucking fun time for me. Like that was like actually kind of like fun. So I started, and a lot of people couldn't go to work and all of that shit. So just like everybody else just trying to tap into the creative side of themselves. Everybody trying to dip in that trying to get in that creative bag. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm starting to see the main thing I'm noticing is like, now TikTok and shit, and I came on TikTok blowing up and, all of this content creating going on. And I'm seeing like motherfuckers is really making money off this shit. Cause me, I'm a tattoo artist. And when that pandemic shit hit, I wasn't really tatting like that at all. I mean, to be real, I did a few here and there, but I wasn't really tatting like that at all. Couldn't nobody go to work. So, everybody trying to figure out, shit. And so I noticed how everybody was just willing to just learn shit. That was the time everybody was just willing to just learn shit and pick up a new skill and shit and doing courses and looking up tutorials and all of that shit. And I'm seeing the kind of money that other motherfuckers was making just out creating content and doing that shit. So that's kind of what I had wanted to bring to the table. I said, shit, man, I can do some motherfucking YouTube tutorial. I mean, I can do some tattoo tutorials and whatever woo and hey, hey, get that YouTube money, nigga. Get that YouTube money. It's like I seen everybody else doing. And so I started researching it, right? And so I'm looking at a lot of other content creators. The main thing they were saying was like, but it's like basically they were saying like don't rush the process type shit. Like, hey, look, don't rush the process. Like, it just keep posting consistently. Don't stop. Keep posting. No matter what it is. If you got a phone or whatever, post. Don't even worry about the quality of the shit. Just post. It gonna get better. Don't stop. And so that's that motivation I had, right? And so I started because ain't no videos on here now. Ain't no videos on here now. The videos I did have on here, I had took them off, which were I had a couple of time-lapse tattoo session videos. I had like a tutorial on how to make a tattoo gun and a few more other videos, and they were getting some pretty good views on them. Like one of them videos had reached like 6-7K views in like a week or something like that. But I ended up just taking the videos off. And at that time, my channel wasn't named what it is now. At that time, I had it at just Ink Master, and which is INKKMASTAH. That's what I like to call myself. I ain't no master of ink or none of that shit. I just like to call myself that. But that was the name of this channel in the beginning. It wasn't Ink University at first. So now there I am. I'm posting videos consistently, And other stuff started going on because at that time I was in a relationship with someone, and so everything was good, everything was great, couldn't complain about shit. But then shit started to happen, and so much shit was going on at that time. I couldn't really just keep my focus on making YouTube content and then dealing with what I was dealing with in that situation at that time. I couldn't really just focus on just creating content and all of that because I was going through some shit. Just being in a relationship that was just going downhill till man, and I'm gonna get into it till my dad having these fucking crazy ass health problems, and it wasn't getting no better. And I'm like, man, I don't want my daddy to die because I have no siblings, man. Like my mom died, my sister died, aunties died, uncle died. Damn, all my close family passed away. And I have a daughter. She's 14 now. And a lot of people I would ask, like, how you do it? My daughter and my dad. But my dad wasn't getting no better. So I was dealing with that shit. And so I really didn't just have time. But I tried to get back into just posting videos on YouTube. But I couldn't just do it, man, because I was fucked up. I was falling into depression and shit. Like, shit got so worse, like, way back in the gap. I was a smoker. I was a drinker and all of that. Like, I haven't smoked or got drunk or anything since I quit all that shit. Like, I quit all that shit when my daughter was born. When my daughter was born, I quit doing all that shit. And shit got so crazy for me at that time because of everything that was going on. And then on top of, I had a little cousin. My little cousin passed away at that time. So I'm dealing with all of this shit, and I couldn't just and I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't do it, man. Shit was so fucked up, and I was just in a dark ass place. I tried to go back to making videos. I just couldn't go back to making videos. Like, it wasn't that simple no more. I was just in a deep, dark ass place. You know what I'm saying? But I got out of it. Oh, but like I was finna say at first, I ain't smoked or drank the shit since like way when my daughter was born. Like, shit got so crazy that I remember just being at the crib one night, and I went to the store and just bought me a couple of beers and some cigarettes because it's like, for some reason, man, I wanted the old me back because, like, the old me, when I smoked, when I drank, when I did drugs and shit, it's like, at that time, I felt like that was the best part of my life. Like, that's when I was free. I ain't give a fuck about shit. You know what I'm saying? But this new nigga, he cared too much, and he depressed all the time. I wasn't all that, you know what I'm saying? And so I was so anxious. I was so anxious to just be the old person who I was, like in the early 2000s. And I just wanted that back. Man, my dumb ass, I went and bought some cigarettes and shit. I had went and like got some beers and shit. And I remember just sitting at the crib. Now notice, at this time, I'm in a relationship that just fucking going downhill. And you know how relationships is, man. Like, when y'all get ready to break up, boy, females show they natural asses, boy. Like, That's when they want to do shit to fuck with you, right? They want to leave the house and just stay gone, and they probably out doing nothing, or they probably goddamn it getting their back beat up for real. Like, who fucking knows? I don't know, but at that moment, I didn't care about that shit. I didn't even really care about what was going on us. What was going on between us played a part of it, but I ain't really care 100% about all that, because I'm like, man, look at here. These people telling me, man, my daddy ain't got that dang on soon to live. Man, my little cousin just died. One of my close cousins just died at that time. And like, I just want to be the old me. And so I'm just sitting at the crib, and I tried drinking it, and I took like I drunk like half of that bill. Good thing I didn't feel shit though. Like, I ain't even feel drunk. But then I tried to like smoke a cigarette, and I kept smoking them. Like, I wouldn't even, cause like, I ain't smoked cigarettes in so damn long. So I mean, shit, I'm choking to fucking death trying to smoke a cigarette. And then I already got bad nerves, so I don't drink the beer. Now I'm just freaking out for no reason. And then like the chick that I was in a situationship with at that time, like I remember she came to the crib and seen me. And I was trying to hide the shit, like for real. Like I really trying to hide the shit because I knew it was gonna be fucking embarrassing. So it ended up looking another kind of way because I think she thought that I was doing that shit to get her attention or some shit. I'm like, I would never do shit like that to get nobody's attention. But, that was a fucked up time for me. And I was just doing shit, even though that made it kind of looked like that. It kind of looked like I was doing it for attention, but I wasn't. But, back to the point, that was like one of the reasons, that's another reason I didn't really just get a chance to just do videos and shit, because I had a whole lot going on at that time. So, boom, fast forward. I end up just moving away because at that last spot, I was really going to stay there until the lease was over with. But it just got too intense and just, it started to become too much. So I decided to just move on, right? So a friend of mine, I don't want to say her name, but I'm just call her E. My friend E, she came to me and, she was getting ready to go out of town because she do the nursing and she work out of town and shit. And she the one who came to me and she was like, best friend, like, I ain't never seen you like this with that with the woo. And I remember she gave me the keys to her house. She said she was going to be gone for like 3 months. I can stay there as long as I want. Cool. That's when I started back making videos. Y'all, I had done recorded, because for some reason I felt happier and I felt motivated because, so I had a shit ton of videos. And like for some strange reason, I don't even know how, but I ended up deleting the motherfuckers. And that was some good shit too, because I was ready, like I want to get back on my YouTube shit, get these videos and get the YouTube money, nigga. You know what I'm saying, like that. But I end up losing the damn videos, man. And so I stayed at my friend's house for like 2 weeks. Like it was like 2 weeks. Like within that 2 week period from moving from the last spot, I had like bought a vehicle and shit. Because I was been saving money. So I had like a vehicle and shit. I had got an apartment and shit. Soon as I got that apartment, I went and furnished that motherfucker out that day, you feel me? And so, yeah, and everything is all good again. Life is great. And I'm back making videos again. And but I was still just fucking lazy to the fact that just, posting them shits and all of that. But man, I had a bunch of videos that I had recorded. And some of them I felt like that wasn't that good, but I was gonna post them anyways, but I got back in the zone, started making videos again and all of that. But then I ended up moving from that place and then moved to another place and all of that, making more videos, and I never posted none of them. And I end up losing them videos, and I don't even know how I lost them videos. You know, I had no idea where them videos at to this day. And so, fast forward all the way up until present time. Me being a home artist for a long time, and I finally started working in a tattoo shop, and I'm gonna post videos of the shop that I work in and all of that good stuff. I've been there for a few years now, but just fast forward to present time now to where like, I really want to do this, man, and I really want to bring a lot to this channel, So yeah, so that's pretty much what it was, and that's why I've been at. That's why I ain't posting nothing on the channel, because I was going through a lot of shit. But then when shit got good again, I was recording videos but never posting them. Still don't know why I didn't post them. That was like fucking crazy. But now I'm back at it again, and I'm for real this time. Like this time, I'm for real, for real. Y'all finna get a lot of shit. Y'all gonna get these episodes, these Storytime tattoo sessions. Like I said in the beginning, you're gonna get these at least once or twice a week. Like I said, I named the channel Ink University because now I'm aiming at a different direction with this. So now this channel is basically aimed towards like beginner tattoo artists and people who got a love for tattoos, but don't really know shit about it yet, but they want to get their feet in the door. This channel dedicated to all of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a lot of tutorials, tattoo sessions, storytime tattoo sessions. Like I said, a lot of tutorials. I'm doing these little things what I call tatting on the budget, where like I just show beginner artists and people who inspired to do this shit how to get in this game and do what they need to do for a little bit of nothing. Because them other artists, they're gonna have you think you need to spend thousands of dollars just to get into this shit when you don't really need that much. So yeah, the little episodes tatting on the budget. Like, I'm basically going to show you how you can start your whole tattoo career with $100. Just with $100. How to get everything you need plus tattoo equipment with $100. Like, So that's the future of this channel for the beginner tattoo artists and people who want to get into it and they don't really know which way to go. So, yeah, that's it, man. And I appreciate y'all listening to me and hearing me out. Hey, I ain't even gonna cap. This tattoo is simple, but it's fucking nice. I like this tattoo, man. But hey, again, y'all, please subscribe, comment, share. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for listening to the bullshit I just sat here and talked about. To some of y'all, it might make sense. To some of y'all, it don't. But I appreciate y'all for watching. And I appreciate y'all for listening. And shit, see y'all on the next episode. Peace out.